everybody, so today we're going to have a little look at this poem called The Sorting Hat from Harry Potter. It might seem a little bit weird to be looking at it with a coming of age story, but actually the Sorting Hat points out a lot of the different character traits or like the characteristics that we need as we grow up. And each of the different houses has its own sort of like personality traits, and that's what the hat chooses in order to put you into those houses. So we're going to, in order to understand some of the traits that we need in order to grow up or to come of age, we're going to actually use the Sorting Hat rhyme. So let's have a read of it first. So, the Sorting Hat. Oh, you may not think I'm pretty, but don't judge on what you see. I'll eat myself if you can find a smarter hat than me. You can keep your bowlers black, your top hat sleek and tall, for I'm the Hogwarts Sorting Hat, and I can cap them all. There's nothing hidden in your head the Sorting Hat can't see, so try me on and I will tell you where you ought to be. You might belong in Gryffindor, where dwell the brave of heart. Their daring nerve and chivalry set Gryffindors apart. You might belong in Hufflepuff, where they are just and loyal. These patient Hufflepuffs are true and unafraid of toil. Or yet wise old Ravenclaw, if you've a ready mind, for those of wit and learning will always find their kind. Or perhaps in Slytherin, you'll make your real friends. Those cunning folk use any means to achieve their ends. So put me on, don't be afraid, and you won't get in a flap. You're in safe hands, though I have none, for I'm the thinking cap. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at all the different traits that the hat talks about. So first of all, let's break them up, and you guys need to do this on your sheet as well. So first, we're looking at Gryffindor. So we're looking at the different blocks that we've got, and I'm going to do them all in different colours. And then we're going to go with Hufflepuff. Now you have to excuse me because I think I've got the colours wrong, like for the houses that they belong to, but that's okay. Or Ravenclaw we've got here, and then our last one is Slytherin. Alright, so I've got all of my colours there, and now what I need to do is I have to work out which traits or which characteristics belong to each. So let's do Gryffindor together, and then you guys can do the other houses afterwards. Alright, so you might belong in Gryffindor, where dwell the brave of heart. Okay, so I've got, and we're going to be annotating. So I've got bravery here. They're daring, nerve, and chivalry. Okay, so these are, if you remember, describing words or adjectives. Okay, so these are all the ones that I'm going to be looking for. And when we come to do our films later on and whatever else we're looking at in terms of coming of age, we're going to be using some of these terms. So you have to remember them, and we're going to keep this sheet. Alright, now I'll do one for Hufflepuff. You might belong in Hufflepuff, where they are just and loyal. Okay, so loyalty is important for Hufflepuff. Okay. Now the other one here that I think is important for is resilience. To me, Gryffindor speaks about resilience. They're brave, they keep on going, they never stop, their nerve and their toil, okay, or here, sorry, Hufflepuff's toil also means that they just are really hard workers. Alright, so all we're doing is you are finding all the different words and all the different traits, and we're going to use this poem as we come back again. Now there's one more that we've missed. If I go back up to the top, we've got the actual hat itself. Now the hat's pretty interesting. He thinks quite a lot of himself. And if you have a look here, let's have a quick read. You may not think I'm pretty, okay, but looks, as we know, and I'm going to use a different pen, looks are deceiving. Whoop, spelled that wrong. Okay, so looks are deceiving. We have this hat who looks pretty ugly but is actually very, very bright. Don't judge on what you see. So don't judge a book by its cover. I'll eat myself if you can find. So we know the hat is smart. Keep your bowlers black, your top hat sleek and tall, for I'm the Hogwarts and I can cap them all. Okay, so he's better than the rest. Alright, so he's sure of himself. He is confident. which is another trait that we see as characters grow up. They become a lot more confident with themselves. Okay, so now your job is to, and he's also, if we go here, there's nothing that I can't see. He's actually very wise, all right? So he knows a lot of stuff. Now your job is to work out what Ravenclaw and Slytherin traits there are, and then you're going to tell me which house you would like to belong to and why. And that is it. Bye.